Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Today we will continue Shining Force, the Legacy of Great Intention. So let's fire it up. Alrighty, in our previous episode, we made it to Runefaust. We defeated the army advancing on prompt and broke into the Runefaust gates, into the big wall surrounding the Runefaust. Not just the city, but it's like a whole wilderness area. Right? Like it includes, there's like a road that leads all the way up to the city, some plains. Like it's well protected. That whole area. It's kind of like, like it as if it's what do they call those things? Like a whole fiefdom. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Or like a whole region of Runavast is walled around. I mean, I kind of wonder what that would look like in. Put that in, real life, or if you were to realize that. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. No one cares. We're going to now fight King Ramladu in earnest here. First, we're going to fight past his minions. And we have leveled Hanzu to level 20. And so, interestingly enough, he's not terribly dissimilar from Musashi. Musashi definitely has a defensive advantage, or rather, a defensive or survivability advantage. Way more HP and defense versus his 65 and 59 HP and defense, respectively, to 81 and 67. Agility, though, Hanzu is way faster. And 62 agility, 45 with the speed ring. And I did use the turbo pepper on Musashi to give him an extra movement. So Musashi is definitely slower. And attack, their base attack is actually the same at 40. Or no, it's close to the same. It's Hanzu's is 36. And Musashi's is 40. So Musashi is a little bit more powerful, just a little bit slower than Hanzu. And Hanzu, of course, his magic really is not that useful. Sleep, it works, yeah, on, like, let's say, for example, you want the High Priest to fall asleep so that it doesn't heal the Cerberus or the armed skeleton. It's utile. It's util? Yeah, that's a word, but that's not. That sounds funny. Useful to use it on the High Priests, but why bother casting sleep on the priests why you can just take them down in one hit? I mean, unless you're worried about missing. Otherwise, Diesel, right? It procs when it feels like it. And then there's Dispels. It's like whatever, it doesn't matter. Dispel. If Dispel worked on creatures that had magical breath attacks, then that would be an amazing spell. But still, once again, why bother using crowd control and defensive stuff when you have Arthur over here with the Valkyrie, who can almost one-shot a Chimera in one hit? Or just do that. 82 points of a deadly attack. That's amazing. And Arthur, with his super high agility, always goes first. So you're going to have the most powerful force member always going first in your turn. And so there's no real need for defensive spells like or crowd control, I guess, spells like sleep, or I guess the spell's not really a crowd control spell so much as it is a just a debuff spell, right? The Chimeras, they're, whatever. they're not as problematic as I remembered. And I wonder if that's because, oh yeah, magic points by 1. I wonder if that's because I am, let's see, that's not going to do anything. So the Atlas casts Blaze 3 when used. And that's nice and all, but on the Chimeras, that's not very effective because they're fire creatures by nature, and so they take reduced damage to fire. They do take increased damage to freeze spells. Okay, that was the lion. I think the Chimeras have 3 attacks. I think. I don't remember if I discussed this in the previous episode, but I think the Chimeras have 3 attacks. I think they have the lion, which is like the regular melee attack. I think that when they do a deadly attack or a stunning attack, that's when the ram head attacks. And then, of course, the dragon head is the fire breath that does about 20... I think it's about 25 damage, right? So Hanzo, like, he's not bad. He's not a slouch. He does seem to have a tendency to attack twice more than other force members. That's one thing I don't think I mentioned about Hanzo. In fact, I know I didn't. It's one of those strange little quirks, one of those little X factors that I forgot about before putting him in the force and leveling him up. It only took me I only had to cast Egress twice, and this is the 3rd time playing through this particular battle. The nice thing about all of these enemies, except the Chimera enemies, is that they all just sit there. All of these enemies, they just sit there, and they let you attack them at your leisure. So, the battle becomes trivialized by just, oops, not equip, use. By just being able to take advantage of their standstill status. And of course Maximus, he's just basically a wizard now. With the with the Chaos Breaker. If he can't reach something with his melee, just use a sword. And since the Chaos Breaker cannot disappear, because you have to have the Chaos Breaker to be able to beat the game because of cutscenes and stuff, and just how it's hard programmed in. Yeah, you can indiscriminately use the Chaos Breaker, just like you can the Sword of Light or the Sword of Darkness too. But we never use that. I really really am sad that the Sword of Darkness and the Black Ring too, that they both have the curse that numbs you. Because otherwise, the Sword of Darkness is great for your Sky Warriors, Ammon or Balbaroi. However, just because they, it seems like the the proc chance or the curse chance is kind of high. It seems like 1 in 4 attacks, maybe 1 in 3 attacks, you get cursed and go numb and basically lose a turn. Excuse me. The Chimeras, with their ability to, I think they're considered flying creatures, because of their dragon wings or whatever. I believe they're considered flying creatures, so they do have a high, whatchamahooger-call-it thing. They have a high, evasive rate. Wow, I couldn't think of evasive or evasion rate. Alright, cast a little bit of a Bolt 2 on everybody here. Yeah, we could have brought Aleph in to do that, but we didn't. So, yeah. Alright. Very good. Alright, get a Maximus. Oh man, this Chimera is giving us problems. It's giving us problems. Come on, Blue. You got him. Nope, don't got him. Lyle? So far, that Chimera has dodged 4 melee attacks. Excuse me. And that's pretty normal with Chimera enemies. They seem to do that. Oh man, this Chimera does not want to go down. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and keep that Power Spear on. Oh, not cool. Oh! Oh! Yay! Alrighty, let's go ahead and just start coming up here and taking names. There's no reason to be over strategic or over cautious about running headlong into these enemies. Oh wait, what am I doing? I want to try to take out that Chimera. Get him, Musashi. Still misses. That's 5, 6 misses total since May had that one miss. This Chimera is a rock star. It's hot to trot. I kind of want it to do a stunning melee attack just to see if I'm right about the ram head. But we're not going to, because it's going to die in this turn, hopefully. If we don't miss. 7 times in a row. Okay, May. This is all you. Alrighty, so, now that everybody's level 20, and... Oh... Yay, I got up a level. I find it interesting how my perception. Let's see, I don't think I'm gonna do 8 with Freeze 1. I might, but Freeze 2 will definitely get him. Oh, that's a lot of damage from Freeze 2 on a deadly attack, since it has vulnerability. Anyway, as I was saying, it was very interesting to see how some statistics of, you know, force members of the same class ended up being the same or, you know, very similar, when I've never really... So there's only one other time where I've leveled all force members up to level 20 unpromoted, and then level everybody up in the force to level 20 like I'm doing now. And it's obviously a very tedious thing to do because of the time you have to invest in the grinding. But usually, you know, it's I pick who. You know, I'll pick my 12 who I'm planning on taking to the end, and, you know, then substitute in and out according to who I want to bring with me. And I'll have, you know, a couple of, you know, rotations that I'll bring in and out. But I think that this is the first time, for example, like in our forest battles, our wilderness battles, overworld battles, that I've brought in all the flyers and the elven archers. Like, I don't think I've ever done a combination where I have Hans, Diane, all of the flyers, you know, including Domingo, who's technically a floater, and then, you know, Guntz is usually in anyway, so what that's not really including him in, but he has that really good movement outside, so it's like basically using all of my ouch, all of my force members who have really good synergy together. Dang it, I stayed instead of going up and attacking because I'm too busy blabbering. Oops, I accidentally hit the fast forward button, my bad. So it's it was really interesting and quite cool to see the synergy between you know, with how that all worked together and how fast we were able to go through those battles in the overworld, where usually if you have your quote-unquote best force members, you know, with best statistics or just overall usefulness in combat, we would have been, you know, just slowing through the those overworld battles, especially the battle to Runefost. You have to go quite a ways through mountains and forest, you know, and if we had our wizards class in there, and you know, our best centaurs, for example, like May and if we have Arthur in there, then we would have been it would have taken us forever to get down there, because we couldn't have just taken the few members who would have had good movement and try to beat the whole battle with them. I mean, it probably could have, but that, you know, they would have had to go back to get heals and etc. etc. So anyway, it was just really really neato to see that synergy come together. But anyway, but in Chapter 8, there's really none of that is needed, as far as you know, we don't have to worry about terrain being really an important factor. I want to say that the next battle with the Colossus does have some, I guess, terrain choke points that we might want to bring in some flyers, but even then, like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We may not need to worry about it, really. And I decided to play to keep in Hanzu, just to show him play, how he's played, how he, you know, how early he goes in combat. Kind of just to showcase him a bit. But anyway, this next, so the battle right after this one that we'll be going right into is, I think it's all mechanical enemies, I think. Yay, an Atlas! And his speed goes up again. You don't need speed, Arthur, you really don't. Alright. Alright, one more mob. One more enemy. What did you get hit by? You got hit by a horseman, didn't you? Yeah. Defense, speed, and maximum hit points. Let's go ahead and equip the halberd. Hiya! Alright, that's that. Is that the best you can do? We'll meet my robots, weaklings. You know... Hello. Alright, so now King Ramladu, the map has changed, obviously. And now we're, we've got the whole throne room revealed. And courtyard. This is a huge room. And map. But, yeah, we've got 6 torch eyes, 6 steel claws. But, let's see, where's Henri? But, no big dealo. These guys will be gone in a jiffy. It's not gonna take us, more than a few minutes to defeat this, small army. Let's actually take Xylo all the way down here. Our entire army or force is gonna go... Oh, come on, Xylo. Come on. Is going to have a turn before I think any of them. So, let's talk about Hanzu. So Hanzu, since he comes promoted just like Musashi, as far as how I would, if I had to put him on like a tier, now if we were going by my memory, I'd say I would put him on a, put him on a B tier, because he's fine to have in the force. You know, he's got a Doomblade, or if you want to give him, you know, the katana, and give, you know, Musashi a Doomblade, you know, switch them weapons, that's fine, because he can wield the katana. However, the lower hit points and defense kind of go against him. The thing about Hanzu though is his X Factor attributes that, you know, they're not written in any manual. they're not on his character card. Is that I've mentioned one that may, and I don't know if this is actually a fact or not. And even if it is, it's not a consistent enough attribute to make it count for him. But that is, of course, that he seems to have the tendency to attack twice a lot more frequently than anybody else in the force. Like, it happens a lot with Hanzu. Well, for example, when I was leveling him in the second playthrough of that previous battle, I want to say that every time he attacked an enemy, except once or maybe twice, he attacked twice. And so there seems to be that kind of built into, ouch, his character. Rude. But I'm not sure if that's something that is, or if that was just lucky RNG. The extent to which it happened makes me think that it is an attribute built into his character that's just, you know, like not on a profile card. But I don't know for sure. Let's see. I don't think he'll. Well, he might with that power ring on. He might. Yeah. See, and if he's one-shotting enemies, you know, you don't know. So anyway, plus he's got really good speed. One thing that I wonder about the curse, the damage that you get from the curses, it seems like it's based off of the damage that you do. Or maybe it's your level, I don't know, but it seems like it's one of those two, because the damage that Mei is taking now from the Evil Ring is much higher than when we were, doing them atop a grind and going through those levels. She was only taking between 3 and 5 damage. Now she's taking up to 10. That's definitely a big difference. Oh, yay. So, anyway, let's see. Let's just do Aura 4, whatever. Get everybody healed up before the big battle. up top. Not like we needed to do this. Now, one thing about... Yeah, Aura 4 does not heal everybody to maximum health. I think it heals between 40 and 45 to every party member. So that's one interesting thing about Aura 4 in Shining Force 1. Now in Shining Force 2, Aura 4 heals all party members to max health. It's the most OP healing spell ever, ever built into almost any RPG, right? If you think about that. You think about all the RPGs, how many RPGs have a healing spell where when you cast it, and it doesn't even cost like the greater portion of your MP pool. I mean, in this game it costs 18, in Shining Force 2 I think it costs 20, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's like, it doesn't even, it's a very inexpensive spell for how much healing it does. and it's the whole party regardless of where they are in combat. That is an immensely powerful spell. And the way they buffed it up in Shining Force 2, it's kind of funny how in Shining Force 2 they made healing spells a little more powerful. Well, they kind of had to, because you only have one healer for the first half of the game almost. Which in and of itself didn't make total sense, but yeah, whatever. Alright, King Ramladu. He looks pretty cool. He's got a lot of magic points. But in my experience, I don't think I've ever seen him cast a spell. Granted, he has 93 attack, which is a lot, but it's fine. Where he's actually sporting, well, they have him equipped with a holy staff, but it's actually this pretty big mace morning star thing. That oh man, when he does the wind up for that attack, it's just like, don't kill me. In fact, I will. Let's see. We could take him down without taking a hit, but just we don't want it to be Lyle. I was gonna say, just for the sake of watching him attack us and watch that wind up, I will allow one of my force members, not Maximus, to take a hit. You know, I find it interesting that oh, that's right, he does. He casts Aura 3. I totally forgot about that. Never mind. I have seen him cast spells before. It's Aura 3, and he can spam it so ridiculously frequently. It's dumb. Okay, come at me, bro. Let's see, put you there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack him with Xylo. Oh, that's a nice hit, Xylo. Alright, come on, I want to see that wind up. Come on, Ramladu. Don't disappoint me. If you dilly-dally for too long, I'm just gonna take you down. Okay, here we go. He's gonna attack Silo. Alright, just look at this one. It's like, oh crap, it's coming. Oh, and he even does a stunning attack. Alright, he does not disappoint. Alright, but he's dead now. So, yay, we win. I am dying, but my mind is once more my own. Dark Soul was controlling me. You must stop him. Uh-oh. You found a secret passage to the gate. Where have you even been? It's like, where does Nova go? How does he know all these things? And he's just like the voice in our head. It's like, is Nova talking to just us in our head, or is he like projecting himself to the whole force? I mean, I'm just trying to visualize this as if it were actually happening. I know it's a video game, but still, it's like, how would this actually happen? The entry hall of the castle. Return to town and make your final preparations, then take the passage. Okay. Alrighty, so that's the King Ramladu battles, part 1 and part 2. And it's just this way. Nova found a secret passage. Good job, Nova. Okay, so now we were told to make our final preparations. And excuse the brief cut in the footage. I had a knock on my office door suddenly. Alrighty, let's go ahead and save. And we'll go ahead and end the episode here. Let's see, no. We'll go ahead and quit, and then I will rearrange the force. I think. Yeah, I'll rearrange the force for the next battle, and then we'll go on and enter the ancient castle to take on the ancient Colossus. So until then, so long for now.